trying this again. So if anybody saw me pop on briefly for a hot second, a minute ago, 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, whatever it was. Yeah, some things just took themselves off of my feet. Weird. So we're going to talk today about the weirdness that may be happening within our energetic fields and all of the things that we are experiencing with these energy shifts. I'm aware that I've been informed or told or whatever, that there are dimensional shifts going on right now. Totally believe it. What I think is a problem is my phone's not following along. So the phone is giving me a hard time. Anybody else experiencing this? Like, hi, Marissa. Good morning. We're going along. What's the person doing? Oh, they're mowing. Mow my yard. Okay. So there's this huge shift going on right now, and I am trying to keep up. Who else is trying to keep up? Because sometimes keeping up is hard work, very hard work. So just keep in mind that if you have a lot of stuff going on, if your phone's not functioning properly, I was thinking, hi, Christy. I was thinking I had to go change my phone in because my phone's a couple years old, because they get to that point and then they don't work anymore, right? Because I swear they make them to not work after a certain amount of time, kind of like a car warranty. Hi, everybody. Good morning, Linus. How are you? So there's a lot of things going on. I don't want you to think you're batshit crazy. I thought I was batshit crazy for a couple of days, and then one of our instructors on the membership, the psychic development membership, said, "Hey, are you aware that there's all of these things shifting right now, and that there's these timelines that are combining?" And I'm like, "Holy crap! That is so relevant." So I know I'm experiencing it. Anybody else experiencing the really crazy energy? I know that we had a sunstorm open up on the sun that was 58 times the size of Earth. Did you guys hear about that? 58 times the size of Earth. And it was a narrow miss on us. Hi, Sherry. How are you? There's a lot of things that we have going on. Marissa says, absolutely everything nowadays has a predetermined expiration. Nothing is built to last anymore. They love that money flowing. Absolutely true. Why take it in to get it fixed and pay the small business owner when you can sell a whole new item, right? So money. So it's always got to keep it flowing, selling the look and the trend versus the sturdy, right? How many? So I remember the original iPhone. Okay. And when we opened the store 2 years ago, I was like, oh, I have an iPad. I have a tablet. And I didn't realize they had like a tablet, and you have to have the like 8 version and above to make it the POS work on it. I had a 4. And I went, oh, that ain't going to work. Because, they gear it to be non-useful anymore. Anyways, that's my thoughts. I don't know. But anyways, if everybody could share to a group, that'd be fabulous. We're going to do some readings this morning. I haven't been on, and I apologize. I haven't been on. So I'll throw myself under the bus. I have no problem doing that. I think that our spiritual journey should be very and that we should see that we are not struggling alone. Diana, good morning. How are you? What about when they switch the headphones and chargers? Marissa, isn't that the most annoying thing, right? Now they're collector size. This is not even funny. We saw a BlackBerry in an antique store the other day in a case, and I'm like, not amused. I'm not amused. So I'll throw myself under the bus. Like I said, I have no problem doing that. So we went to Raleigh, and we had the best time. Meredith went with us, as well as Adam and Jansen. And I mean, those guys sold, they moved that booth like clockwork. They're fabulous. They helped us so much. It was amazing. I know BlackBerry, right, guys? Look. And they helped us out so much. But before that, the Monday before, I went with Jansen to Auburn, Indiana, and I had a scan done, a bio scan. and they hooked me up to the chickens are outside having a great time. Sorry. So they hooked me up to this bioscan in Auburn. And I was like, yeah, this is really cool. This is really great. I have been knocked in the dirt ever since. So we were super, super busy while we were gone in Raleigh. Busy running around. We had so much fun. Thank you, Marissa. And then when I come back and I relaxed a little bit, do you guys find, good morning, Renee Shellum. Do you guys find that when you finally step back and you sit back and you relax, all the things start to unwind? Well, this is for me. I know I'm ADHD. I know I am. I'm not going to take anything for it. I'm 50 some years old. If I haven't figured it out by now, I ain't going to figure it out. And that's just the way it is. Oh yeah, no, my name is Lisa. Good job, Marissa. So, anyways, I keep myself busy and it's just a thing. And I'm finding that I am now going to have to start good morning, Heather Johns. I'm going to have to start disengaging a little bit so that I can do more of this, because this is my happy time, my fun time, my joy. This is my joy. And I don't get to do enough of the joyful things that I want to do because I'm behind the scenes moving everything around for the psychic development membership. I'm trying to take care of all the classes, the teachers, all the things that go into the background of this, right? Because we have 15 different teachers and there's this big orchestra in the background between newsletters and all the other things. So I'm going to have to hire somebody to take care of that because I have been functioning on such a level of hyper focus for several years now that just having this bioscan, Heather, if you ever get a chance to go get this bioscan done, don't be scared by what I'm saying. Okay. It is amazing. It is amazing. And what it did was it made me sit back. You guys ever have that experience where your body says, guess what? You're going to slow down no matter what, because you don't know. Sherry Elsbeth, how are you? You're going to slow down because you have to. Who's had their body do this to them? Our spiritual journey, we want to go, right? We feel like we're doing the right thing when we're like, go, 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 go. We want to learn. We want to absorb. We want to be so much more. And sometimes our body goes, just chill the hell out. You're walking that line right now. Well, let me tell you what, Heather. I sat down and I had this bioscan done. And the very first thing she said to me was, because I was on there for a while and she hadn't said anything. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? Because she talked to Shannon, like talk, right? And she goes, well, I think and physically, I know I'm overweight, but I'm very healthy. I'm very, very healthy. I don't have any physical ailments and I'm not on any medicines, nothing like that. She goes, physically, you're great. Okay. And then she says, but let's talk about depression. And I went, I'm not depressed. So my best friend Shannon, who's in the room with me, right? Because I was in the room for her and she's in the room for me. And she goes, I have something to say. But who else does this? It's a coping mechanism. You work through the course of your day so you don't have a whole lot of downtime. And I know this. I'm always saying I'm not depressed, right, Heather? Let me tell you what this bioscan did. It made me, because what it does is it goes in and it fills in the frequencies. Anybody else have this done ever? So it goes in, checks your frequencies in your body. I have mediumship talking about this right now. And then, I thought I had a horse out. And then it boosts the frequencies are low. Ask Jansen. Jansen knows all about this, Heather. This is Bobby, her friend in Auburn. I'll have Jansen message you. And let me tell you what, the first 2 days, which is not good because I had to go to Raleigh. We were heading to Raleigh, I had to do public speaking, the whole 9 yards, right? And I get there and my brain's blank. My brain's blank. I'm up on the front doing my discussion and we were blessed to have Katrina come as well. And so Katrina, I set her up on the front as keeper of the squirrel so she could keep me on my topic. And I do that because I once I start talking about psychic development and how we're all going to grow and all those things, I go down a million different roads. So she's my keeper of the squirrel. She's sitting there and I could not remember what I was talking about. My brain would just go blank. And I thought, oh crap. But it's okay because we have fun anyways. We have a good time. This is what our spiritual journey should be. We should be having a good time with it. Vicki Roop, good morning. But it really got me thinking about this. It hurt. It ruffled my energy that she said that I was depressed. And I went, you don't know me. I mean, seriously, I was like that. I was like, you don't know me. I work really hard and I try to get as much done as I can. Now, in any of this, did I say anything about my emotional status? Mm-mm. And it has made me sit back a little bit and go, oh my gosh, I fill my day so I don't have that wiggle room in there. And it really did. So I really, while I'm going through something with this bioscan, I do recommend it because I come away from that seeing things differently. I recommend it. Anyways, I know people are here for the readings. They're not here for my monologuing, but monologuing comes with the readings. So if you're new, congratulations, you just learned something. But because we have discussions about these things, these are important things that we learn as we go. Diana says, I have so much going on. I feel like I have been run over by a truck. Yeah. Hi, really, Chris, new here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is a growing experience, Renee. I'm having to step back and look at the way I'm handling some things that I just have allowed myself to be overloaded. So running the shop and running this and doing, all the things, I'm going to have to hire somebody to help in an economy that is not friendly. It is not a friendly economy to small business. I've been already using grounding sheets. I know I'm probably a mess. I always seem to have it together, understanding the feeling of the day. Yeah, Heather, I'll go with you. Hold your hand, honey. Because it'll be like, she's so mean. Not you, related to the bioscan. But this is not an economy that's friendly to small business. And it's okay. I'm going to have to start. This is what I figure. I have a couple days off a week. I'm going to start offering readings online because I haven't been doing a lot of that because I have been filling my days with other things. You love my hair? Thank you, Vicki. I appreciate that because this was a hair tragedy in Raleigh. I told her what I wanted and she went, snip, 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 snip. And I went, so I'm coping. But thank you. It's very, very short. It's very short. So anyways, it is a growing experience, Renee, and I'm learning a whole lot. And I think I've scared the shit out of Sam because he sits there because I get mommy brain. I'm getting mommy brain. I'm sitting here catching flies. He's like, are you okay? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm fine. Everything's good. It's really, really obvious. It's really obvious. So if you guys have this bioscan around you, and if you have a physical ailment, I recommend it because my friend has something going on in her body that wherever her muscles and tendons and ligaments attach to the bone, she's getting like inflammation. And this has improved exponentially since she had the bioscan and she told her some of the vitamins she needs to help counteract it. So there's more to it than just me feeling pouty. There really is. Okay. Moving on. Let us move on this morning. Thank you, guys. It was when I got up out of the chair, I almost cried. I really did. Because like, I have colics right here. Right here. This is why these little hairs stick out. I have colics here. And I told her I had colics there. And she's like, oh, okay. And took the right up. By the time I noticed, I'd either be one-sided or, oh my gosh. I just went, must be supposed to be that way. It grows. I told her I wasn't scared of short, but God Lord. Shelly Jorges, how are you this morning? So tomorrow morning, if you are local to to Defiance, Ohio, we're having a small psychic fair open to the shop readers. So if anybody is a shop reader, that wants to be there tomorrow, you are welcome to come in and do readings. We have Margarita Day. So tomorrow is free Margarita Day. If you come in, we will have the Margarita machine running from 11 to 7 tomorrow evening. Tonight is the grounding class at the store. Starts at 6 o'clock. And we'll go over grounding, the best techniques that work for people, and grounding sheets. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about grounding sheets because they've helped Sam's leg swelling a lot. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So let's do this. Isis, how the hell are you? Good morning, Renee Santoro. How are you? Okay, here we go. Let's do this. If you could share to a group, not Knitters Anonymous, that'd be fair. I should probably say like Quilters Anonymous. I'm sure Knitters Anonymous is tired of this. Okay, let's do this. So we're going to start this morning with a little bit of mediumship. Is that okay? Can we do a little? I just have a little bit of mediumship. I don't know who it is. I don't know where I'm going with it yet. I just know I have somebody over here patiently waiting to come across. So the way I do this is I'm not going to bring you Great Aunt Gertie was 5'5". She wore a purple hat. I'm going to bring you a memory that Great Aunt Gertie might stimulate for you. And if this sounds familiar to you, I'm gonna ask. Please hold all of your comments before that. Don't. I don't want to hear like, oh, that sounds like so-and-so, and give me information. I don't want to be led in any way. I'm going to bring across information, and then I'm going to say, does this sound relevant to you? And then we're going to go from there. This is a male energy. I know this is a male energy. He kind of comes across as a younger man. And by younger man, I'm talking about maybe a little bit younger than me. I get like 35 to 40-year-old. You got to do muggle work. I'm sorry, Isis, but we're blessed to have a job, right? Always blessed to have a good job. Okay, so this is a male between 35 and 40 years old. I want to talk about injury. I want to talk about, I hear sound. My first thought is I wonder if this gentleman rode some sort of motorcycle. I'm not necessarily saying this is the way he passed. I'm saying he gives me this rough and tumbly kind of feeling, like I'm a rebel kind of guy. I might have driven a motorcycle. I wore a good pair of jeans. He wore a good pair of jeans. And so by telling me that, he also tells me that he wasn't wearing like skinny jeans. He wasn't wearing girl jeans. He wore a good pair of Levi jeans. And that's, as a farm thing, that is a big deal, because you're not getting on a horse in skinny jeans. You're going to rip your crotch out. It's just the way it is. But he talks about having good jeans, and if you're at the rodeo, we can appreciate a good pair of jeans. So I know they're not skinny jeans. For whatever reason, this person shows me he had a problem on one side of his nose. Now, he might not have actually talked about this problem a lot, but I feel like maybe he had deviated septum, or something was going on with his nose and one side of his sinuses. Could have also been a tooth. It's so funny. They're giving me all these farm references, like, when a horse's tooth grows up into their sinus cavity, could have been a tooth, could have been a bad tooth. So funny. Maybe they had horses. I have no idea. But I really do feel like this person had been in an accident. I'm not sure that that's the way they died, but they do give me the sound of the motorcycle or something that rooms. Could even be a muscle car, a really good muscle car. Because I don't see it, I hear it. I hear like Harley Davidson rumble. So some of these Hemi motors would do the same thing, right? This person, oh, I understand the message. Russian message. Can anybody take this person? And I get brownish hair. I'm trying to bring more information. Brownish hair. And he keeps coming back to the rumble. Absolutely, Shelly, right? It's funny. He knows how to relate to me. Sounds horses. Absolutely. That's how they work, right? They work through, and you know this, they work through our experiences and what they know we will be able to understand easily. I want to talk about this gentleman's level of anxiety. Can anybody take this at 100%? Anybody know this gentleman that's on the other side was a rugged kind of individual, wore Levi jeans, I hear a rumble of some kind of muscle car or motorcycle in the background, and he had maybe something going on in his sinuses on one side. Can anybody take this gentleman? Brown hair, between 35 and 40 years old. On the other side, has passed away. And he fished. He shows sitting by the water fishing. Now, if nobody takes him, this is not a problem. I don't worry about that. I don't invest my energy in whether or not somebody knows who this is. But I do want to give his message to everybody because I think it's incredibly important. He goes back to the fishing thing. He's talking about taking a nice deep breath. He's talking about, and this is for everybody. This is for everybody, right? Sometimes we have an energy come across. It's just like, listen to this. Listen to this. We are, especially if you're in the United States, we are going to have a stressful next couple months. Take the time to find something relaxing. Take the time to find a way to decompress. I don't listen to the news. I don't have to. I have a husband. No, he doesn't usually share the news with me unless it's something like really big. But this gentleman's like, I got wrapped up in some things that were not mine to be anxious about. He's like, the collective we could have been anxious about this. But he's like, he really went down maybe a rabbit hole. He really got invested in some things that were going around. And I actually feel like it has to do with all the things we have going politically and all that. So this person was like, I just got so wrapped up in things that did not affect, okay, don't get me wrong, because it's a collective, we affect things. But for this one particular person, he's like, he lost sight of what was important in life and just kept chasing something, like chasing rabbit holes. You're going to concerts, Diana. She's decompressing. Absolutely. And that's why he talks about fishing. He's like, go find scars into stars. I love that. Go find something that's going to work for you. What are your guys' hobbies? Can you guys type it in here? What's one hobby you guys have? Do you guys have a hobby? Because I think this is an interest. I think it's a great question, because you know why? We all have something different that we do. And we all find something different that brings us joy. Writing, I love that. I love to write. I haven't found the time to do so. And that's why I'm going to hire somebody. Hiking, baking, gardening, baking, fishing. Love to fish. We didn't put the boat in this year, and it breaks my heart. But the reason we didn't put the boat in is because we forget we have work to do. And I wake up in the morning and I go, gosh, I'd really like to go fishing today. Dancing, I love it. And my husband's all in on the fishing thing. He's like, let's go get bait. And then the next thing you know, we have perch. Painting, I love it. Absolutely. Spirits, working with spirit, all these things. Painting, collecting things from the 80s. You need to find the perfect Aquanet can, half empty preferably. I'm telling you, man. I rather think, but hiking is free. I like free activities. I do. I'm trying to think of what some I need to get back into. Painting. I have an unfinished Oracle board that I need to finish painting. I do silversmithing. You guys, I don't talk about it a lot. I haven't done it in a while because once again, I need to hire somebody to do some things. But I have a full silversmith setup. I make rings and necklaces and earrings and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, there we go. I like to burn metal. I actually have a really great story about it, but we're going to continue on. We're going to do some readings. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room, please? Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Let's start. I know they're like, let's start. We've been doing this for 25 minutes. I got the Rockies in my backyard. Really? How beautiful. Where are you at, Christy? Oh, I want to go with Colorado Springs. We're going to be in, how far is that from Denver? It's pretty close to Denver, isn't it? We're going to be in Denver next month. At a convention. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. Let's see. Who do I feel this morning? I'm going with Scars into Stars. Scars and Hours. So yeah, we're going to be at the Mind, Body, and Spirit Expo in Denver. It is huge. I live in the Blue Mountains here in Canada. Yeah. Okay. Spiritual Alchemy Energy, the podcast with Julie. Welcome, welcome. Scars into Stars. I really love this. First of all, I want to talk about real briefly about your YouTube name because it fits your energy. You have this. You have a wonderful afternoon, Renee Shellum. Love you. You have this. I don't want to call it breathtaking energy, but you have this energy that is, Ariel, I don't make a list. I go and you could start now and sign on or you could be here 5 minutes from now. I go through and I pick with who my guides tell me I need to read for. So when I ask for the whoop whoop, that's when you comment and you never know who your guides say, who the guides say needs to get a reading. You have this energy, Scars into Stars, that kind of just does this, and like I said, not breathtaking, but energy like that. Like you've brought it in, held it for a couple seconds, and released. I see that I missed you this morning, Jansen. Gotcha. I think that you've understand your name obviously says a lot, right? Scars into Stars. I'm not here. Dana, good morning. I am not here to be like, I'm just going to tell you whatever you want to hear, blah, 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 blah. You have a very descriptive name. You really do. But it talks about, this first card talks about bringing yourself clarity and harmony. And that's where you are in life. You're working on making sure that every step you take in this life is based in the moment. It is so important for you to stay right here, right now. Find your center. And I know you'll hear a lot of people talking about grounding, and this is the grounding card, right? And they talk about protection and calling in your guides. But one of the things that people forget is right here. They forget the center. It's so important. If you don't work with Archangel Metatron, call him in, use a little sacred geometry in the part of your day, and just kind of find your flow with that. Because every once in a while I'll ask this on here. How do you define yourself? How do you define yourself without the adjectives? Without the mom, dad, sister, brother, aunt, uncle? Don't use those. How do you define yourself? What do you love? What brings you passion? What brings you joy? And once you can find that, boy, let me tell you what. You realize that you are perfect just the way you are. You don't need to see about changing anything. You don't need to go, well, if XYZ was a better thing. No. I think that you spread this energy quite a bit. People are drawn to you. I think you're an empath. One of the things that I'm able to do, don't ask me why, but I'm able to tell people what their clairs are. And definitely get that empath energy with you. But I also want to say, make sure you're paying attention to your internal dialogue. That's incredibly important for you. Your self-talk is going to sound just like yourself, but it's also going to be your guides coming across. Your guides are very active, and they talk about 5 different guides that are very, very active in your life right now. And they're helping you. I don't even know why they're saying this. It's almost like they're trying to, I'm just clear. They're trying to create a system. They're like automating it. I don't understand. It's like they're mechanizing it so that when one thing happens, another thing happens, and another thing happens, and another thing happens. So they're setting things up to work for you with flow. I'm just Claire. What? So just know that some of the things that you felt were more difficult in life are going to become easier because your guides are working behind the scenes and allowing things to flow for you. You work very, very closely with the angels, and whether you know it or not does not matter. I know a lot of people get squinchy about this, but we have a broad belief on angels, right? The angels are not related, or they have been tied to Christianity, but they're actually in every major religion that's out there, and they predate any major religion. So when I say you work with the angels, please make sure that you understand I'm saying you're working with the foundations of energy in our universe. Wow, that's really good. I like that. Thank you. So it is just so many different things that you have incredible flow with. Your clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, not surprising, very, very clear, eclectic, right? Clair eclectic. So I love that. And I think this is something you're always in the process of doing. I think we're all in the process of doing this all the time. That's so funny you say Earth Angel. I love that. We're all in the process of this all the time. Keep in mind when someone says, well, I've got shadow work to do. Guess what? You could walk outside, feel like you have just done all the shadow work on the planet. You feel like you're squeaky clean. You have nothing else to be a problem with. You walk out to get your mail. Someone comes a little too close to you with their car. And guess what? You have new shadow work. There's always something to do. I'm not going to get my mail now. But there's always something to do. Just keep continuing seeing the things that need to be taken care of. And all of a sudden, you're going to find that you just flow through life. You have a lot of flow. I love it. I also want to talk about a small child. I want to talk about a small child, and I ask tough questions sometimes. Is that okay? Is it okay if I ask a tough question? Hi, everybody. I have a small question. It's not a small question. The art of the heart. As I said at the expo, right? You wrote it down, Jansen. The art of the heart. I have to write that down here. We were talking at the expo, and we were doing the lecture, and something just come across. You're trying so hard. I have a small, tough question, if that's okay. Okay. So it's not a small question, actually. When I work on people's energetic fields, occasionally I will run across an energy that never made it into the human existence. When I run across these energies, they look like small cherubs, and I know that was a small. It is a great book a great book title. It's probably going to turn into one. And I'm going to write it down. The Art of the Heart. It's probably already a book name. I'll have to look at it. That's a great name. Okay. I want to say, Carrie, good morning. I want to say, when I see these little energies, it's generally a soul that contracted to not make it into human existence. So this would be a child that was either lost or a miscarriage of any type of child that didn't make it into this existence in any way that it happened. Do you understand what gender this baby was? I can tell you if you want, but I probably already did. But this energy is with you to walk with you in this lifetime. They've also presented as a son in another lifetime as well. They absolutely show holding your hand. That you had a baby girl. I have a young boy next to you. And this energy has been with you in many lifetimes, in the mother-son capacity. And this one is here. It's support. That's what they do. Anytime we've lost a child in any way, shape, or form, and I'm going to say it doesn't matter if it was abortion or if it was a natural occurrence. They knew what they were signing up for on the other side. There was an agreement. On the other side. And they said, oh, I'm going to be there for support in the background. And I'm going to teach you lessons, either loss or whatever, or tough choices or all those things. And then all of a sudden, now you have this incredible guide. So there you go. Hope that's helpful. Sending you love and light. Moving on. All right. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room, everybody? Can I get a whoop whoop? Your daughter decided to be here exactly a quarter of a century. Iron Fire, I am sending you love. People carry a lot of guilt over some decisions they've had to make in life. And it's not how we're supposed to walk through life, right? We're supposed to walk through life with lessons and acceptance and understanding and integration, and then we move. Okay. Renee Hess, how the hell are you? Sexy Centaur Sag, love it. Love it. Okay, I'm going to go with Spiritual Alchemy Energy. Oh, do you have allergies? There is no list, Sexy Centaur. I go through, and when I call for a whoop whoop, it is because I'm working on seeing everybody's picture, and my guides say, this is who, or your guides are like, hello, and that's who I read for. But good day. Good day. Okay. There's Katrina. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, let's see. Me allergies. I feel stuffy. So this is one of my guides are really good at a couple different things. My guides are really good at sinus issues. So start taking maybe some echinacea or something along those lines, and they're really good at earthquakes. Oh gosh, is there an earthquake coming? That's not funny. But make sure you're taking something to boost your immune system. They're definitely talking about that. I want to say even maybe in a sinus infection brought on by some type of allergen. Good day. Only because they give me an eye ache as well, and I know that they're going to use my relevance. And when I get a sinus infection, my eyes hurt. So how are you, Renee? I have missed you. I was thinking about you last night. I should have messaged you. Is there an earthquake coming? I'm in California. I'll let you know if I get anything else on that. Because as I was talking about earthquake, I got a rumble. The last time I called it, it was in New York, and I scared the shit out of my mother-in-law because it was within hours, but that was a while ago. You quit smoking just over a month ago. I'm sure that has disrupted your system as well. I'm not saying that there's a New York earthquake. I'm not saying that. It was when I called a long time. Of course, there's an earthquake coming in California. There's always an earthquake going on in California. So let's see. I took all my cards away. No, so now I need to find another deck. Okay, all right, let's see. Oh, this is funny. This feels like you. Oh my gosh, this is great. So I took my, I haven't unpacked from Raleigh yet because I've had a hard time getting my shit together. So I'm going to do this. Okay, and congratulations, by the way, on quitting smoking, right? We're just falling off the ocean to join Hawaii, and let's go. Let's do it. Okay, you just unpacked yesterday, Jansen. I unpacked my bag, but I don't have any of my cards here or anything. Okay, so let's do this. I know this is why I have to have a keeper of the squirrels. Keeps me on point. Spiritual. I'm just gonna call you Julie. Is that okay? I'm gonna call you Julie. Okay. Let's see this. Ooh, what you got going on? Oh. Well, look at you. Kind of excited. The first card that I have for you, because what I did is I ended up pulling tarot. When my guides say pull tarot, I know that this is relevant. They're like, hey, this person needs to know, do this. Make sure this happens. This is important, right? So the first card I have is by Marissa, is the Four of Pentacles. And there's this thought process of what are we going to be working on? So if you have something in your pot that you're stewing on, you're like, I want to bring something new into XYZ. We're just a little bunch of, yeah. Not a good idea. You have another idea brewing. It's time to start acting on it. Okay. So, as frustrating as the little details of things may be, it's time to start bringing it together. There's a lot of prosperity in what you have geared up for yourself in life. And this doesn't seem like a huge project. It seems more like let's try this and see if it works. And you're going to find that it works really, really well. Now, what I do want to say about this is if there is a concern about working with somebody else, hey, guess what? Intuitive. Listen to your gut. We don't listen to our gut enough, do they? I know people that did that by chewing cinnamon sticks and Jolly Ranchers. What did I miss? I need to quit smoking so bad. It's my biggest regret. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Really? That's cinnamon sticks and Jolly Ranchers. Okay. So if you have an issue, if something doesn't seem right, stick with that. Understand that your intuition is going to guide you so strongly on this, because this is going to, you don't discount yourself. Always listen to your gut, right? Because guess what? In the long and short of things, you need to be the one in charge. You need to be the one in charge of this that says, this is how we're getting there. Master manifester, I'm going to make it happen. What do I have to do? What do I have to do? Because you're going to have that Empress energy with it that says, I have this. And people will trust me with whatever. Because I think that if it smells like poop, it's poop. Absolutely. You and I could be friends. I have more colorful language that I usually use online, though. Walks like a duck. Talks like a duck. And it smells better. Oh, I bet. CBD gummies. Absolutely. So that's what they want you to know. If you're feeling reluctance about some of it, pay attention, but don't stall out, because it is important that you keep moving forward. It's not just important for you either. It's important for quite a few people. Marsha, yeah. You just spoke to my soul's Empress energy, right? Be a mother and not a mother trucker. Be a mother. My husband calls me a mother. No, he would never do that. No. I had the good fortune of meeting somebody yesterday. Beautiful, beautiful person. And she had me crying in the store because you've heard me talk about my moment where I was given the choice, right? Whoa. Okay. Where I was given the choice to stick around or transition the day of the eclipse. I have a horse out here bucking. I was just wondering what's going on. So her and I sat and commiserated for like an hour. It was fabulous. Her name's Anita. I hope to see her on here. But she lost her other half. And it was after they retired. And they were getting ready to go gear up. And the most recent eclipse, yeah, Dana, the one in May. And have you not heard the story, Dana? It was wild. But she broke my heart because they did all the things that they were supposed to do, and they retired. And then when the next one retired 5 months later, and then 5 months after that, he passed. And I was just looking at her like, oh my God, how can you stand here and not be a hot mess? And it was just an incredible encounter with an incredible woman that is just like this. Amazing. Nope, it wasn't my exit. But yeah, we need, once the things called on, we just sit and chat. I was actually given a silent moment where it's like a dome dropped down and my guides asked me if I wanted to leave. It was trippy. It really tripped me out. I've not experienced it again, and I don't intend to. But they gave me the choice. It would have involved me dropping my grandbaby though. And I said, not doing it. Not doing it. Let's see. Thank you. Yes, I needed this so bad. It is a great encouragement for me. Awesome. This is a really big project and people are going to love the things I'm doing for them, really. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. And that was, by the way, the Housewives Tarot, a domestic divination kit. Because obviously I don't know where my other deck is right now. I should have like 4 or 5 Rider-Waite decks floating around here, and yet I don't. I don't. Okay. Moving on. I hope that helps, Julie. Sometimes we just need that validation, right? We just need that moment for someone to say, oh my gosh. Honestly, I'm going to shuffle this once again because I'm surprised you didn't get the Hangman. I am so surprised you didn't get the shit or get off the pot card. No, I thought it would pop up, but it is not. No, because you need that shit or get off the pot card. Manifest it. If you haven't watched The Secret, watch The Secret. Find out how to get that money. Okay. Onward. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Can I get a whoop whoop? I will be opening my readings back up and my full readings and offering them where people can book appointments. Very soon in the next couple weeks, I'll be offering that. Kind of excited about that. I'll start doing some shamanic healing again. I haven't been doing that. Dana, if you could message me later, I need to be reminded that I need to reschedule the shamanic apprenticeship discussion once a month because that is something I think we all need to get back into. Well, maybe I need the Hangman shit or get off the pot card. It is the shit or get off the pot card. You can either stay exactly where you're at and do the exact same thing you've been doing all along, or you can move forward and learn. Who needs the shit or get off the pot card? Oh my God, I do. I'm so cheap. I don't want to hire anybody. I'm not cheap. I'm frugal. But once again, in a non-small business friendly economy, I'm manifesting. I'm going to watch The Secret tonight. Maybe I'll have a bonfire tonight. Anybody local want to do bonfire? We need to get back to the shamanic meetups. Absolutely. Okay. Linda Saunders. Linda Saunders. The fool is smacking you in the face daily. Oh, man. We could all use that card, right? Like The Secret from decades ago. Here's the thing. Yes, we watch The Secret like once a month in our house because I'm a flake and once again, squirrels, right? I need that refresher every once in a while. What am I missing? Old Medicine Crow, welcome. What am I missing in my bringing prosperity into my life? And what am I doing that's blocking it? Because you guys understand that it's not just about the wonderful thoughts that we put out there. It's also about the intrusive thoughts. We have to make sure that we're watching those as well. You can't watch it. It's boring. I get it. It's boring. But you watch the Tarot movie? I can't. I think it's on YouTube or Netflix. It's one or the other. But it's about the things that we need to let go of thinking as well. The things we do need to think. So there we go. Linda Saunders. Why don't we hear a marching band? I feel like you have a list. I feel like you have some things that you have to keep track of and that you are, what's the Tarot movie? I know it came out a couple years ago, right, Diana? I didn't watch it. I watch it. I don't know. I just didn't watch it. But anyways, back to Linda. Shirley, how are you? Wonderful. I feel like you have to keep things in order. You are somebody that has to and they give me this slide one thing out, another thing drops down. Slide another thing out, another thing drops down. You have to keep things mechanized and moving. What's with the mechanisms today? Moving forward. I know that we are going through some timeline integrations. It's on Prime. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. It's that squirrel sneaking in. I swear it is. So Linda, I would ask you, what has tripped you up recently? I feel like there is this trip up, this thing that stepped in the way and said, you know what, we're gonna block you. Love and light. Can you hear the turkeys? I was doing. If they're close enough, they call back. But they don't hear me right now. The peacocks got loose yesterday, though, so we have peacocks flying around the yard in the neighborhood now. I'm so sorry. Sam's gonna be like, "Did you really do that online?" I'm like, "I've done worse things online." Okay, like try not shutting the camera off. Okay, moving on. Back to Linda. So Linda, there's something. Oh, the peacocks are fine. They're not going anywhere. They know where their food comes from. It is a freaking farmyard here, you guys. Sam's like, when we get pigs, I'm like, if a pig graces this property, I'm gonna be so pissed off. I've been spending too much time with the turkeys. I have been spending way too much time with the turkeys. And I'm like, Sam goes, well, we'll have to get new ones to eat. And I'm like, oh no, we're going to eat these guys. I can't be around for it. I can't be around because I'm going to send them off. I can't do it. Anyhow, back to where I was. Happy Friday. Cheers to you as well. Okay. Lord, Linda, whatever is blocking you, it's okay. I feel like it's put there on purpose. Whatever's blocking your flow of getting everything done, it's put there purposely to slow you down, to give you a minute to think, but also to kind of head something else off, right? Listen, Linda. No. Somebody commented that. That's some repeating. But it's to give you time to think about some things and to give you time to breathe a little bit. And I hear the train, woo woo, like deadlines. How often do you step into the beautiful things? How often do you step into the energy of daydreaming and taking your mind someplace else? This is important. Who else gets mommy brain? Mommy brain is that mommy brain is that when you're sitting there, the house could be burning down, the kids could be screaming, the dog's like wherever the dog is, and you're sitting over here. God, that's it's just a pretty corner of the room. Actually, it's not. I need to dust. There's some spider webs. That's mommy brain. True story though. So you chalked it up to being blonde. Guess what, sexy centaur? This is actually a form of meditation. Did you know that? Look at you guys meditating like gangstas. Don't feel unsuccessful in your spiritual. Now I have menopause brain. Marianne, girl, let me tell you. Right? But this is a form of meditation. It is, look at you meditating, being all successful. Vegetables are looking good for Thanksgiving, and I'm sure the turkeys will enjoy the dinner too. Yeah, but we live on a farm, love and light, so it is the circle. But I can tell you, they're living their very, very best turkey life. They really are. They get lots of pets and cuddles, and they walk up to you, scare the shit out of the mail lady, because they come up, they're like, "Oh, you got something for me?" And she's not thinking that the mail is the right thing. Anyways. Okay. But successful meditation isn't out of reach. Linda, I need you to know that you need to decompress and find your way of relaxation so that things will start to go back to sliding just the way you think they need to be going. Whatever has blocked you has caused some stress. Time to decompress. I made a rhyme. Okay. Not a mommy, but definitely get mommy brain. But it's the same. It's the same. You get feline brain. It's okay. Okay. The mother of the felines. Is that like mother of the dragons? That's stress. Linda, this talks about perseverance. Every attempt is a learning moment that shapes your life. So every attempt is a moment. I'm a poet, didn't know it. Is an attempt to move forward. So don't look at things as so much roadblocks as lessons. They keep meow. They keep coming back to this too. They keep coming back to this because I'm like, let's bring in some different information. They're like, but if it's not happened where your schedule has been so disrupted, I would expect someone to kind of sneak something in there and it just have to cause a hiccup. You can't make it up. Meditation. It's time to turn inward. Time to turn inward. Who does the mommy brain thing? Like, whew. I think the freezer may remain empty. Just don't look into the little eyes. They're very smart. They're very loving. We've had conversations, but we might keep a couple for a pair. You do for sure. Yeah. I think that it's part of our humanness. It is also an incredible way for our brain when it knows it's time to disengage. And it's part, actually, if people say people will say, I'm not hypnotizable, right? I haven't run across anybody yet that I couldn't hypnotize. And it's because we tell ourselves, some people tell themselves, oh, I'm too strong for that. I can't be hypnotized. But guess what? You're in hypnosis 7 to 10 times a day. So if you watch television, play video games, drive your car, do your dishes, guess what? You're on autopilot. Ever get to your destination and go, how the hell did I get here? Autopilot. That's a form of hypnosis. Anytime you're in the theta brainwave, which is that brainwave that drops down below alpha, boom, hypnosis. Also a reduced shamanic journey, which is a form of meditation. So lots of things. Tonight, if you guys are local, tonight's class in the store is on grounding. I would love to be able to get it set up where I could just flip a camera on and do the grounding class online. I don't have those skills at the moment. I'd really like to be able to do it, but it means hey, Tanya, it means setting up a camera in a stationary point, and then gives me a twitch. So I really should be able to do that. But if you're local, tonight's class is on grounding. And then next week, we have class in the beginning of the week. We have a couple different classes that had to reschedule yet this month. So we have classes that'll be popping in next week as well. We don't usually do a whole lot in the last couple weeks of the month. But I think next week we have Sylvia T. Or next week we have Sylvia T. We have a lot of different classes coming up next week that I have to shuffle my way through. But the giveaway is on the first Saturday of the month for next month. That's the theory. And who won last month's giveaway? Robin Ball. She won the crystal water bottle, which are on sale in the store right now. Blah, blah, blah. Look at me. I'm doing all my infomercials at the moment. This is the membership. You can go to mymysticallife.com or to find the store and stuff. But water bottles are 25% off, and that's the crystal water bottles that the crystals are separated from the water, so you don't have to worry about contamination, but you still get the vibe from the crystal water bottles. Membership. Oh, we have a 14-day free membership right now. Let me put that one out. So if you want to try our membership, because we're a hell of a lot of fun, I'm not sure that's it. Can somebody test this and let me know if that comes up to a 14-day free membership? I'm very organized. Very organized. Let me know if that comes up to a 14-day free trauma membership, because we do have that going on right now. I have a big worry. I keep hearing a voice telling me to jump from a bridge. I stand staring, but after a while, I snap back to what I'm doing. Marianne, don't listen to that shit. Okay. Now, this is where if I was to tell you that you're talking to a guide, They're always going to be love and light and all those wonderful things. If you have anything intrusive like that happening, my first indication, because this is what we do, right? This is would be, have you talked to somebody about it? Like, have you talked to a medical professional about it? Because I have to say that, right? Because there are chemical issues that people have. So that's one thing. Depression, it's a big deal. We talked about that at the beginning of this today. Depression's a big deal. So make sure you're paying attention to that. And then after that, yes, you don't know where it keeps coming from. After that, I would ask somebody about an attachment. It's possible to have an attachment. Linda's like, I guess that's it. Look at, I went down. Woo! Thank you, very welcome, Linda. Because within shamanism, and that's one of the things, and this is not cross-selling. I do this, okay, and this is coming back, and I talked earlier, I'll be reestablishing some services. But a lot of times in shamanism, we run across energies that forgot to transition over, and they're kind of attached to it. This is what attachment means, by the way, that they have attached to a human energy because they need the energy. A soul still needs the battery. That's why we have a meat suit yet here, right? The soul needs a battery to keep energized, to keep moving forward. And if you have an attachment, it's because that soul forgot to transition over for whatever reason. Young soul didn't want to leave loved ones, whatever. And what happens is their negative traits become bigger. So as they forget they need to transfer over to the other side, that's what happens with an attachment. And people will call them demons and all sorts of things like that. But in my mind, it is, I've not run across anything other than elementals and negative attachments that have forgotten to transition over. Elementals are their own thing, right? That's probably where a lot of the demon thing comes from. But when it comes to these negative attachments, they need so much love. And they need help transitioned over. And they need to run into somebody that can do it for them because they forget. Also, the heart or the head saying that, because you can fix either, right? No, not depressed. And if I have an attachment, free letter, better unattached. Love and light, call in Michael. Call in Archangel Michael. Call in the good ones. It's, yeah. Okay, wait, I missed something. Yeah, just the instruction details need to fix, like Dana noted, Lisa. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I don't see Dana. Oh, it says 7 at the top of the page and 14 where you put information in. Okay, I've tried to figure that out. I tried figuring it out the other day and I haven't figured it out, but it is a 14-day free trial. Okay, thank you so much. I need to switch this, but I have to figure out where that little thing is on my page to fix. I don't know. Yeah, so when it comes to attachments, call an Archangel Michael, and if you can't take care of it, then you call in a shaman. Right? So bring your vibration up, and they can't hold on. It's really what it is. But I've had a lot of people ask me about demons, and when I say, "Good morning, Martin," when I say I don't believe in demons, as in Christianity demons, I lose people because they're like, "Well, that's established. Who told us there's demons?" There are energies that have been around since the beginning of the universe. Some of them are not that great. That's all. And we deal with them accordingly. Yes, I've asked Archangel Michael to get it off me and go and doing grounding. I would say, work on your heart chakra and really, really, really bring the colors out in that, and speak out loud is the other thing. It's entities, right, Tanya? It's easier. It's less frightening. But bring your vibration up and speak out loud, Marianne. Speak out loud the things that you want. Right. It works when us Christians say our piece too. We can't win people either way. And I'm not saying that I'm all divine. I like the divine, right? I just think that there's truth in everything. And not that I'm not bad, but trust me, I'm not bashing Christianity. But there's just so many different things. No, I don't think I have an attachment. I'm just a person who doesn't need a lot of sleep. I've always been like that. Yep. If that's, entities attached when you have a weakness. Yep. Grounding is very good. Keep up your base and your breathing. There's so many different ways to strengthen your energy, strengthen your vibration. Vibrating bowls, singing bowls, chakra tuning tuning forks. When I first started my journey, I didn't realize I had so many blockages. Holy crap, they made me sicker than a dog. I mean, physically ill. It was ridiculous. Most people that don't realize that most hauntings are residual, and that includes energy of you in different timelines. Yeah, just residual. April, I have sound. Everybody's. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, that's okay, Mies. I just wanted to be clear because it did sound like I was like, organized religion. We have one of our sons. He's just grumpy about everything, and he consistently went to church on his own for many years, and then one day he just quit, and now he's anti-organized religion, and he's like, I just don't understand how people can believe, and I'm like, I prefer people to have something to believe in than nothing. I would prefer wind chimes, right? No, this is not Chewbacca's son. This is the older one. I prefer to have somebody believe in something, and whether it's their own moral guidance or Christianity or Islam, I don't care. I want people to have something to be able to set themselves on, to look at, to be able to focus on, because I just do it. I think it gives us compass. I'll take forest over beach any day. Christy, rivers and waterfalls are your favorite. Something to note, fear provides many negative energies power. If you don't allow fear, you take away that power. Absolutely. I've heard many say Archangel Michael says that the only F word is fear. I wouldn't doubt that at all. Michael has a good sense of humor, and so does Metatron for me. But that's just me. We need to have faith in something, right? We have to have faith in something. Oh shit! I gotta go to work. Oops. All right, everybody. Finally, I have to go to work, so I have to go to shop. It means I have to get dressed. I'm dressed. I just have sweatpants on. All right. Find light, find love, find joy, feel divine because you are. And bye. May the light be with you always. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a great afternoon. Thank you guys for joining this morning. And I'm trying to be more consistent. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.